Let's clean house. I have a problem with cussing. Does that shock you? Before I was saved at the age of 30, I spent a lifetime speaking profanity. Since I was little, in fact, I have used profane speech. It is a habit not easily broken. I'm not making excuses, but I'm stating plainly that it is a struggle for me. For 4.5 years, I have been saved, and for 4.5 years, God has been cleaning this house. There are pockets of dirt in every corner and major renovations taking place. God has, in fact, gutted the entire place and has begun His work at the very foundations. Patiently and painstakingly, He has applied the truth of His word to the mess and to the disarray of this life. The Bible says that we are His workmanship and that because of this, He gets all of the credit for the finished product. Now, onto this problem of profanity. In Bible times, there was a man named Jehu. Jehu was the king of Israel, and he decided that he was going to clean Israel of its Baal worship. He assembled together the entire group of Baal worshippers that lived in the land and slew them together at the same time. He succeeded in cleansing Israel of the loathsome blight of Baal worship, and he was blessed because of it. God told him, "Because thou hast done well in executing that which is right in mine eyes, and hast done unto the house of Ahab according to all that was in mine heart, thy children of the 4th generation shall sit on the throne of Israel." 2 Kings 10:30. He was promised that his children would sit on the throne of Israel to the 4th generation. In this regard, he would have nothing to work about. The work of cleaning this house was right in God's eyes, and he did all that was in God's heart regarding cleaning out the worshippers of Baal. However, and unfortunately, there is a however here. 2 Kings 10:29 says, "Howbeit from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin, Jehu departed not from after them, to wit, the golden calves that were in Bethel and that were in Dan." Why would this be? Why would he go so far to eliminate one type of false worship and yet allow another type of false worship to persist? I asked myself that question and then realized the same principle often finds itself at work in you and in I. There was a time when I removed many things that God asked me to remove. All sorts of entertainment, all sorts of fellowship, and all sorts of clothing choices. And we did a major renovation to our lives in getting rid of things which displeased our God. But one thing has remained: vulgar speech and crude language, and such things must not come out of the mouths of children of God. It says in 2 Kings 10:32 through 33, "In those days the Lord began to cut Israel short, and Hazael smote them in all the coasts of Israel from Jordan eastward, all the land of Gilead, the Gadites and the Reubenites, and the Manassites from Arar, which is by the river Arnon, even Gilead and Bashan. The power of Israel was diminished. They were cut short. They did not experience a full blessing. The Lord was pleased with the house cleaning that Jehu had done at the first, and Jehu was indeed blessed, and so was his posterity. But he needed to go all the way, and so do we. It's not easy, but in fact can be very hard. But we have God's help. I believe, in fact, that such things are only possible by God's strength. We are, after all, His workmanship. Let's be willing to let Him work, and let's be willing to receive a full blessing.